notification baby banado on side emia so se be ya anytime bia ye di new videos betum bia na se me di new videos betum bia no won sabet my head akan bi enti no Ghana for eja demo NDC for o ma ya afere o mo aya afere ene muntaka sebi se me ka che se ye soma obanyansani na ye soma na montenten se muntaka enim nyansa edwen se nipa anase NDC for dream se nipa eja ahye obi aja pade over 150 million Ghana cedis ayre ahye John Dramani Mahama chese transe ne kopa de papa fabra wo de emo ne anwa na me nka san kofo o magimi sa NDC for chemi nim de ha wo mu etu modwen asnipa enkoso hema NDC wo modwen your friend say homemaker NDC for modwen say NDC for dwen obi dwe trashe ko pe bi fama na so akopɛ ne mo ne anwa NDC for ne aduane NDC for ne yeni NDC for ni yeni debi omunim nyansa ba akokro obi eniema ahye baabi a oton ne ma kwase ye de be ma no se emfama ne biem omo nka ho asem anka omunim nyansa anka mo kɔ no mo se oh ye wuti ensem obi anye 10,000 Ghana cedis 10,000 Ghana cedis na mo fan start abrabo foforo enso wem de John Dramani Mahama ne NDC for ni chese jimi o ma jimi ntino omo de mo ne anwa emo ne anwa se mu nkwachi no mu no wo obi a wo su wo obi a wo ayiye mu a se bi wodidi da NDC for mu yenka wo soma obakwase a wo bre ana omo to abaso ma NDC for mu amre o ye mu no a ya nto aba ma omre ne ye de ye bre eti ba omi amame de omu ye de mu ntaka ye o se nyansa wo ma me hu se nyansa wo se nyansa ni so ma me hu se nyansa ni yes eti no mama yemmo memo we ne kakra mbinti de okọ muntaka ko Kumasi mu chesi ni din chesi ni din be se me bo we ne kakra na chen ka me yi video no so but video no de anya adbe atinse metima yi no ha nti mama hwese metima bo audio no a amemo audio no na obi anya bi en atinse we fo ne YouTube fo ne betima hu we no muntaka no mu chesi ni no yeah muntaka no jawo mo ye na sa no muntaka me se ka keto bi ko mo bono akomo bono na lucky say ayana military ni police fa no mo mudi umachi ana mo mudi umachi se go mudi asempa adu no nam na military di umachi na police di umachi omo kwa na ntimi ehwe Ghana for ekofo no mbofu sa no me se ka keto bi akomo bono omo bono ahụ komo bono ahụ na sebi wusi wunim nyansa obi ho akire no na wo twa agado no ehwo na wo de emo ne anwa se onko no ani ana sebi obi beka se ai bi ombedi sala ekofo mu wo hono na omne ma hye no mu ye sala for NDC for de Ghana for ewrade nakopon nimdi a me man nim nti no mo bre na me transe dwene ho a se mihu nkofo krom koto aba ma NDC for mihu me transe dwene ho a mihu nkofo krom koto ma ba ma NDC for na sebi wo obi ho akwa ahokyerem pebibi ema nipa no ho kyese ana ho ni bibi yesi obi sua wasa wo chia ne pa epa senyo Dr. Mahmoud ba omi akọ ye na okoje fans no omuhu se nipa nyina tukọhwe wo mu no eto musu mpesu mu ye bibi so ana omukọ ya pa wo mu no enti ko musu nya ya na ko mu de cement ene sika beko ba Dr. Mahmoud ba omi a edi omani mu kan enti no ze omuni option so muso de money anwa akọ na o magimi papa wo ze ndis wo magimi enkwasiafo John Dramani Mahama eko odwomo no ede asa na okan aye Ghana for dey obi be kai de okan aye wo se aduane noa gas e omo so no na ama ho ahye enso wo sa akoma nipa ne ga wo sa akoma nipa ne aduane wo koma na nipa ne aduane won san ko no ama ho nhye won wo say ndis wo magimi omo ka asema ase mfiri omo tirim omo ka asema ase mfiri omo tirim se John Dramani Mahama ene muntaka interior minister so munim nyansa pa kede kwaso nkomo mu aduane because what can bring mu nkofo no already say aduane noa na ama ho ahye brother Marcus no ma omo nwion mo di kan bring mu nkofo say aduane noa omo ko market omo ko no aduane na ama ho ahye wo so ko chi omo ade a okochi omo aduane na John Dramani Mahama sebi what from na confirm asiso say dem penifo ka no say wo somo ba kwase a wonam na dwo na wutirimu party ya nyoda anka ukoye nka Ghana sika yenye sika ukoye na kwa komo obi a 10,000 Ghana cedis munye musa ehia bibia momfrɛ saa na yede yeye no asa ko mo maduane John Dramani Mahama wo it is yes insult Mr. Joseph Ba insult because ene nyansani bia no enye saade no insult John Dramani Mahama wodi na me me nwanwa se Ghana for na se Kumasi for da so to umfa demonstration chechire bi nhye so e ma original minister no mko twini mfi na konya so me Kumasi for nka me ewurade nyankopon Kumasi for mumu manimre o na mpanifo se yetete abete na ncha no mumu nimre mumfa pressure esi John Dramani Mahama so mumfa John Dramani Mahama mumfa pressure nsiri so afezo so friend say John Jinapo I swear to God say Ghana for amanya pressure nsiri John Jinapo so ama John Jinapo free your friend say energy ministry on ma enya de be ebepre because boy no wa kentim akantam eso be wi Ghana for John Jinapo akentim akantam say ekwan bia so obefa so obewi Ghana for bi obewi Ghana for na Ghana for so ye nhwe han ama John your friend say John Jinapo ewia ye obi be say reason bent na make us wi ye mo kai say your friend say ye best start ye assume in na o ka say Ghana fu aka entimi yen last year of 5 hours baby we as na e de yetime twa be 1 month ano mo first kabizu say o mo kwakra fu ani bia ba eno so quantity no sika no mo say anso sa mkoto ma ne bro so wasa ko baaye no won say wasa be ka kire Ghana for say ECG for no cables ni we no e wo office e wo habo ho obe confirm ye e say e wo habo afi on no be ka dis ad ni habo ho ana afi so no o call your friend say ecosystem program say ye busa say tam be na ade na yira ye e hand over ni mu na ade na yira ye and say after hand over no wo so won timi ngire hey John Jinapo me se we kromfo rough se Ghana for anto ne se atua se Ghana for nyina nsore ankotwe mfiri won say yentimi ni nya adwuma bi ma me se John Jinapo via obe via Ghana for bi na nse wo fi no e be surprise mo na MPP for ye me nwanwa se MPP for nya atwom dodo MPP for ye slow because akowe check ya bon tuja anko be banaka e friends energy ministry ya ju ha boso se e ba na kwa ma nya de enya adwuma ni ahwede wo ye bema wo kromu anom ni ahwe ma me do ya nyakopon hira so wa yede wa join line no ma me twene bo a nyakopon hira so wa join YouTube line message say aya na ma like na ma share ayede ama me mo share mfanto group bia mo bia say mo wo friends aya sorry group say political group say family group group bia mo bia message say mo share mfanto Ghana for the question de ho no mienu miensa ene de ye friend say muntaka ko yene Kumasi nyansa wom Ghana for money side nyansa wom mamu se nyansa wom de John Dramani Mahama so epeso yi ye friend say Chief Justice no de wo ye no Ghana for say John Dramani Mahama sebi obedi say nyam bransem no amaya na eno tina Ghana for to na aba ya aba ma no ana ana tu wo yi ni so implication be na wo because onya yi ni dia mesi onya yi ni dia me kan bibia Ghana democracy na say mesi John Dramani Mahama say wo yi Chief Justice dia Ghana democracy na ayedai asay eti ene no ne ye discuss e wo ho mesem say me ho nhyadan fam na nsen na nse me ho mfa me kra me de anemia na yede eba free se malaria na che me ntimi nyina me na aso santi no mesrem se mo ma me nyai mo na mo mre mu bi na mo mekere ma adwen Yeah. Naturally, me rest, but obey any day. It's a mess, I must say. Mr. Quat, Muntaka, brother Marcus, Munche Madrin, Muntaka, the Oye, Nyansa womb. Why na Ade Oye no, a penny, why a penny pa. Brother Marcus, Mr. Chawadrin, mammy. Okay. Senior.
Ghana, yawo Kantamanto, yawo Ho Central Market, yawo Aflawo, yawo Edum, yawo Techiman, yawo Ekodibia kasa. Naso abribiara NDC obaba bemuno. Bebia akanfo dodo na wotigwa no ho ne jeto ho. Into politically crampono, it is something that we must all pay attention to.
Yeah.
Abadintina de biara bebia akanfo no wotigwa no NDC bepe no wa start worry show ho. De bia masi nipa wa hotel on you sika bebia we je part worry show one wa akoma wo. Until they want to touch you and cripple you are. We jepada edin fi bebreda peno. So was say na one hotel on ye hiti. Now I ask if you there Kantamanto or Showy and Sana water region yesterday in Suyirisu Akofe Binumo.
Yeah.
President Mahama Ghana Funye Nina Yenisika, which are 500 million Ghana cedis. Or the people of water region. One come on Agbelema, one fema Giankaho. Apart from at the Yaya what the Mia what to Yenyanuma Wawa Santi. Shanko found when Yama show. So when they jeopardize show, a bit more hostels in our show. Na opposition leader Dr. Baumia Otin Yimpany Yami Yao, oh, Yawa Wafum, no Numponi Shesika, we could 200,000 Ghana cedis, or the I think 1,000 bags of cement.
Yeah.
Na it's a more na it's a common confirm when they just them wash wa or chiraw adwina NDC wo wodema asantefono onye bu onye nyiminyam hye no ye nyimitia no de bu hono onkopon ne chaw in fact me de bia me gina no makade Ghana japatisika oye nye nyina ye dia enti sankofu bi ona homa hyehye wo voter region na president when yina nkasa ni kotokum sika o budget ye nyina hene taxes watam numu 500 million Ghana cedis or that come the people of the water region abadi no siw no kwane de asantefo na hono so hono nyama when they japadu wa hyew no obatam de misika ni bi or that kwaka mo more ya titim for them water region one adena affect one on those tira one wa Asante region no Asante region ni padodoara hono nyama say now we have a but you see
Can I give you the number? They have 51 households in Volta region.
51 households as against look at the hundreds of thousands of people. When in your say was Asante region. No president ekejina ho entuma maboshe biara oye nkranche amfamo osana one why Asante Funtra. And look voice Asante Funara Susabi they must call for the help. They deserve it. Once we are Ghana for into so what that's a president on Kenya. Once one from what na yan shed as a president to be bia another ring bia. It is right for them to call for that help. In paying for one kasa na sankasa utri one where you want. I don't think that there will be anything wrong with the people of Asante region asking for the same help. Boys, my last contribution will be that yana papa John Jinapoyun and Tibia ya today, Mr. Mahama Odin wife new. Sir Ghana for you and Bra, Obo we are in age because ability where you so be on your detector. Oh, yeah. And Tibina yet no. Nanche, Nyadam nota on Menuma yet to me. Sabi a young was your fool.
Yeah.
Now, voice, it's your way. Wo back a crab, I wouldn't put. Edisika, editionism, the uncle umpua, and I'm put up by yet who will come. Na abana bakacha de mpuan wa de mam na mum wa ayu mu baby awafa boys and sharp upon us because opera chira de nyim nyansa
Yeah.
na a whole 40 feet container onye bien onye basa 1350 na nyimpa wa won abakacha Ghana fude we fi airport e wo fa na port ho na yehu wa bra port as standardization procedure. Every port must have CCTV cameras. In the America say if you Google, you just Google, does the Pema port have CCTV cameras? In Yama Bohunu, say it to me there. Yet no ya share containers with two with report wakwa. Voice not today on manan researching or better hacking in Onyejuma. Yeah, Jatunda, Ajun in Onyejuma. Because containers are what to the Adabraka. Voice me to be saying no be at
Okay. Medas Nyakupon Shrapa. They are aspiring home. Home aspiring.
Yeah, the voice. Let's have good evening.
Good evening, my family now.
Yes, sir. I said, the voice. No, Kumasi. Until someone you say, me. So now, and then me who video now, or more, yes,
Right.
Some more, right? And it's funny because I saw the video on Joy News for Facebook account, and more in the comment section, the head ID or Matum saying, or many in Soshi. I just want to let everybody know say a Kumasi common name. Now will give me a mass. No command. What's this guy's name? Wahoo Mahama Suma Takasan Banco prison.
Yeah.
It's not the same, right?
Sorry, I'm on the Ukrainian Roku for the moon. I would die and almost say expire.
Probably.
Yeah.
And the society, yes, here they command donations. Ibrahim Mahama, equate donations or prison. If you can, they break Kumasi for more money, right?
Yeah.
When it makes sense, like Brother Marcus Kyle, we are waiting for that huge amount in a chama. If one, yet Ghana taxes, and then when it comes to economy, I think I'm sorry.
No.
I think we contribute right to Ghana economy, from business money, It's more there. I hope pass will be unfair change for just more. No refuse more. Dr. Baumia acquire our colleagues can cement. It shows will be Nipa watching. They be NDC. I don't know who's advising them. So the more any young one, your catcher is your catcher almost a common name. We need help with our business. And what can I say a more almost we shouldn't cook in the market. Mahama said, and I could find most are the more common. So more no one fancy.
What has it to know?
Why is Miss Down no bush of phone number?
Yeah, so.
MCA, she I attend to the Macabre brains.
Sure. Yes, sir.
Who was I mean? I'm in my life.
Oh.
I Jim and some. I Jimmy Sama, Mammy, who dear mean yampo. John Dinapo, Ekate, and let's say containers to do a senaira. It was all done and penny for politicians. The moon company and 1,000 pieces of polytanks, containers, every fraggle Punumu and I say, in Napa.
Esi pot wo was what call her. Was what call her esi wo. Oh, ye hand over no. Or confirm say esi wo. Or confirm esi wo.
Is that also they heard that 2,500 containers have been stacked at the port. And then he visited there and counted, saw 3,000 and came to Parliament to confirm it. It's just, at some point you want to be decorous in your language, but they are posturing. You cannot do that. It's up total stupidity for a whole minister to come and tell us that containers of that magnitude have vamoosed from the port, and then so until Orba catch any then Ajay and today, NDC supporters nana. Containers why
red, blue.
Yeah, ampo. And you red now, Ben Numa, bit and because I asked me a chini pa. A dear depan, I'll Ben Numa, bit and because I asked me a chini pa.
Cinemarcus. A cray, see, at the hand. Dancing with the other end, you cry.
No, how can you do that?
And yes, I mean, like some go where I never have home. Yeah, this one here goes. We're using colander. Someone named trees on the other question, and disease for no. Yeah, the colander. Sonia, this one near Abeno. And yet you console Ghana.
Because Matia said what John was says, Uncle Fubi.
And I'm just all say, hoping good at him. Go and bath and come.
So said the brother Marcus or Kevin.
Oh, na medicine am sa kwanya ntintamfi de kase so e de minua niko ono abu niko be wo bia mesi baje obu abu we Kumasi wono ya no o maso o mu bi o makofo mu abre ye free education kura ye boy e fini
Message, what's for Kumasi?
Give me a American or feel come a fantastic girl, patrol. You
all right. Yeah, in Sawamuna Mobeka, Sally, brother Marcus.
Honestly speaking, they're paying Rajo Mahamani. I do that's what I do.
An insult to us.
Yeah, no, then you put for an idea. I'm going to say, yeah, into the yes, then you say, I won't have a German, but it was saying, what is your
network ni break yo.
Mahama. I'm one of the area for a brave that younger city, I mean. If you are going to be brave, I won't pay probably from me. As they said,
it is. Order why your press conference. And I'm saying, IDC, yeah, and I am one that opportunity for them to think that they know how to do dirty politics. Yeah, Nana Akufo-Addo, at the time, I bought to issue one single statement that mind. It became a whole issue against him. The reason why I asked Antifono, or what way a press conference, now offered the help of Mr. Mahama is that minimum part on from Wobiaran Van Brown. Now, prosperity, no other way the money. So that Baba Baye Fatuma Daho, Amadabi Dama as Antifono. They be Amaka. Anyway, when they are more. When you more there, will be. You won't call for the help. Mr. Mahama and the few Asantis now, what are they honoring for you? What won't be politics, the man. In there, what the moon now, what no, what they brought. So, who man can say, they be what they did so in it in sea. But what's the one cup? You want to know you're the one cup. You're not on its own entity. You're not on its own entity with that. Now, why is it go over what you book?
So the community answer dream question. I can tell you be a no crowd because what was it jack a gentleness and make a wash it. No one will be no one a mouse. Now, dear, and come over no one day. And then one on bedman. Don't the money, mamma, and for phoning your mouth and ask for no. Pot now Obemugagra. Hi pot.
We are saying Nipa over. So we are very tactical. We are saying we have to be tactical in everything that you do. So we are saying being Pewasema or Pewasem. It doesn't matter what you do, Pano. So the Mumbas, no, you know, social for Kuran Pewasema. You have to be saying, say Pano, I don't Pewasem. John Mamma, said the previous year, you are not shanty region for Papa Massam. So I can say, I'm your Pomassam. Aha, it's you know, Kumasi for the moment. I should say, yeah, Sabi, or no, baby, Papi, and that is the fact. Sabi Sanko, or the boom, and the man, you will move Masia, Samuya Tomadia. And can on fire a piano and come on Sabi, as I demand a comedy or more. Kumasi, a comedy home. Second. Comedy Kumasi. No way, you can't tell me it's a comedy Kumasi for. Because the Shantis understand the family systems. They understand it very well. It's an India, the standard family and the watcher now. Oh, dear, or better, or one. Who's the watcher now? When you're joining your women and you're near. Would your feet and kind come out when they understand themselves. They are not hungry. It's always all warmer and yet piano near the West Antimai. Common years and for Ghana. You can't come to Ghana as at the phone count. As at the phone, one would chill to my ship and Mushi Baku, about Kumasi will be free. The other one was all come. But we are son of a canon. We have to be tactical, so we power some. I say, we saw a lay on power. Now, wait a lesson. A lesson. Am I in like I didn't in a summer tour? Who are going to make a $500 million voter rating? What is the contribution of voter rating to Ghana's economy? In terms of resources, in terms of taxes, how much do they contribute? I can't cry. Kumasi alone, the money of Kumasi generating to the Ghana's economy. You have compared the whole of voter rating. How much do they contribute? How much do they take from the national office? No matter $500 million, what's what and what of it does to say Nipa on Tawasem. What big time, Massa? You're being a down also for a Tawasem. The other one is as a Nipa switch or Yan on Panyasem. The assumption you're finding Friday and Tonoso. What did you be up there on Fanani? It is a only son of one come one about one going to Mahama or person the first summer and can offer first capitation. Uncle started with Shanty Region. Emma, woman control in terms of health. Obedi ade na dem pa no ye message man. Omo kan no se wusu kura na me ye no mo. Okosaye. Se wusu kura na me ye no mo. Na sa ni pe ya sa ya kwa sa ya le aba. Ethiopia. Ethiopia wusu kura na me ye no mo. Sa ni pa na se twa na wase kwa o ti wuji se no na ya ma. He's not going to do anything for you. Until you know Kumasi for the Saturday for ya ma wo shede. But they say you say you say obi mba wasem no mba wasem wasa akoko sa chira kroma ye dey enye ne fe na ye ya de ya ye hu yo panya asem se wodi enye kora wodi ya ye dey eno no se wodi enye a wodi ya no kuma se fona ka se kotoko nya kora ye ti mo ano so ati ase ti MPP no sa tetia pasam se den se nipa dipo no se den sa profo mo se den se nye se den kora ye de no Tini papa mu, boni mu, esi ejinechi. Ohaw mu, anichie mu, esi yesoro waka, yejinechi. Won ga do mama e ka kire. Won se voter region for what else come on. We need to learn something from it. Na do jina for the Ghana the na in some way no when it hits the international media now, then it seems that 77 previous 707. Young Ghana for ya with all the state securities and the national security who is in charge of the ports, then you come and tell us this. It tells you clearly, say Nipa no baka semuno, Uganda for you so much yede, and yejuma. Or Prince Ghana for you now can send your own way or general. As I go the casa. Now Pancho say Ghana for ye, yejuma. Because professors are only in India, or much university, look at how they think and reason. Look at how they think, all professors. In your buffer, you know, say, you know, but one can say 777 to you away. Send young kept before Semuno. Sounds on and can see for your day. And so, cha 2028. Ghana for now, Omomudada, a radical one you know. Now, Dr. Bamia, Baba be the president. Now, Oka Ghana and Bamia, Namprofu, the agent of Bamia. Voice. Idea your friend data Bamia, I can afford Tiago. All over the world. Data drives everything.
Yeah.
Whether it is health, whether it is education, industry, wherever. Data drives everything in the world. And if you play with the data, that means you don't know where you are going. Ghana for data because you don't understand. National statistics. NBC for buy our the refugee and the buyer. Against the refugee is because of data.
Yeah.
Even in education, data drives instruction. Data drives instruction. And I make one price over here, Papa not done. Now before you not done. Now can afford you not done. I said 2028. Yakupo man and Kwanya Bordino or 2 years a month. What they can do maybe? Because all the world, the biggest economies in the world, the economy is driven by data. On the travel, on education, on health, on media. It's not about cake and fish.
Yeah.
Now cake and fish, it is data. Because if you don't know the data about your agricultural sector, your farmers, how much they can contribute, how much do they produce, how would you make a plan to increase the production? No, digitalization. As if our brains are not working. Then indeed our brains are not working. If our brains are working, we will vote for this man. Our brains are not working. So what I say, we need to think deep. One part said Dr. Mamma, because it is so I say Ghana curriculum or the critical thinking critical thinking program. That's what the back and yes, I class 1. class 1 for US, class 1 for maths. Almost your friends then extended thinking. Your maths questions, your friends then extended thinking. That goes beyond the normal math or that extended thinking working for the children who think critically, don't to answer some question. Different extended thinking. We need all those things in our school so that we can think. And some from the countries contains a two you continue to make this statement to us because they think we are not thinking. We are not thinking right. Because if you're thinking right, all these things will not happen. So what I say, and you know, maybe you know what's for like I can't you have to be power. The man finds you with him said to us, I had a become on some body, on the Yakuba Sam on my day. I pictured you. Now, not even your two about no more be a wonderful. MPA, you have to say, you would hear and would ya make out the to open good immediately because if I know about it, wow. Oba, you want to come out vote for Fusika. That is an insult to an intelligence in the first place. Press with the man who is young, who is here. And to us, if you say, we are saying, people was a massa. That was it.
Okay.
No matter what you do. That was it.
Medase. Brother Marcus, wait a minute about Subi. Hey, your friend is saying,
Good evening.
Evening.
Good evening.
The man what to say?
Me who you now swear.
Hello, good evening.
Me who you now swear.
What to say? Hello.
Me who you now swear.
Tell me follow ba. Nyame ado me ho me follow ba.
That's it.
Yes, me who you pa now swear. Hello.
Me until Casani into the message and mute na.
Chai. The family Kwambo, aka MPP.
Okay. Okay, me say.
Hello.
Hello, me until Casani you. Ola ni breaky. Ola ni breaky. Into no message say ubejina baby why?
Hello.
Oh. Menya online nye Kwame Poku online nye. Brother Marcus, wait a message Chief Justice John Dramani Mahama.
Yes.
Afa no ho adwo be so oyi na die. So oyi se oyi na dia e won sunsan so ye democracy so ana. Ana dia de pa na chere Ghana for ye dey. Ne sesi e betu dia a prevent John Dramani Mahama se be ya wontimi sa asem because ye nti bi kwada e wo kurum hanam se wo be Chief Justice edi. Yes.
You okay. Me that share and I am brother high potential casting. I think Dr. Dichum or born home partner there yana curriculum. In fact, to actually determine the content of the people's how children learn and it is either the curriculum or the assessment. Only no be determine the meaning among of it too. Now, the assessment procedure, apart from the fact that Dr. Duchun was sharing my primary school, they introduced a new curriculum. I think they also introduced new assessment procedures. And F education, they will give you often Bloom's taxonomy. The Bloom's taxonomy, or ya tibia what they access a chiramo from other than the Shiadia, you basically you that in what I see. Or start to asia, you have understanding, and sana akosoro kakra. I boko critical analysis, boko synthesis, a boko contrast na de. Now, according to experts, Ghana no. Additional issue. Most of the questions in opening from understanding what is we like the factual things on Mama Yankin and Sana Yakasa. In behind Africa Kraba, the capital town of Ghana is Accra. What is the capital town of Ghana? No, Accra. Impano Onshia Dibiara. Dam Adinan wa Intisisiano. One mother Kosura the way we assess students, you know, based on bisa, you share them of formation, no more assessment kakra. Until they have started. Until what's the BC in the trend of questions, you know. And that Sawopano on your bio to kakra. Or back at the questions, you know, into you. What get it straightforward, or then you know to origin and I no kakra. Na otumo use na adwene kakra na otumo din fu there asem we ya won ka kire mi obotum wa ya no another no kwa na voice me cha take again me bi sa question obotum ya na dem fa ne da wasi
network no
40 feet container there what you think what's it Tamaport Tamaport was this TV cameras all over. Can 40 feet container vanished without being noticed? A, true. B, false. C, cannot tell. It is false.
Yeah. Because any possible, any back person so 1,000. 1,000. What do you mean for day? Grandpa 1,000 in fuel. What do you mean for one day? Over 1,000 containers in fuel. You know.
Yeah, it's painful. The way I want put on there are people who are using their heads in Ghana. In Tinsembi, they should just reserve it to the Marines. More American boys, as I'm never said, so what's the Chief Justice? Is that gross misconduct? Gross misconduct. But we claim us. And why we could and the second one, infirmity of the mind. Infirmity of the mind. Out there. Now, another the way in your man. Nimpani bitum, Ubutum watch there. I cannot know what touch man on to me today. Mosedo do it. Now, if I look at these two, I don't think that the Chief Justice suffers from either of the two. And the two, someone over show man or what to come judicial council for why establish it. Someone now work an engineer woman and sana why investigations, no investigations what I call a president and son a president. Obotum we and my brother, the Masamia Yakin, Onyende Basamasamo, it is almost running through 2 years as some the worker because answer the judicial council over Tinasam why you show what the evidence. No put there or in a dubu or what will be all of these processes. Now, Sabi, Ghana or a democrat. Now, President Muhammad, the way of war opposition, or a catch right hand, Ghana say, Ghana say, no, Ghana, Ghana, shoot. The way they are complaining, if leadership don't do anything about it, they will surprise all of us. Now, my question is that youth, my brother, Ghana for what for the one, Ghana for what the soon, Gapia ended that. Kolobu, yesterday Kolobu, a whole maternity ward, about an walk when your lights, airports, when your lights, President, I want to about more. Man, as Chief Justice, so one focus in the mechanic what them brand what the year. About that, my president, all about when a man for, or by an agent, the opium brought for Mokweke if you. Yes, it. Then, Mahama Beno Beno, as if they so why I should branch with the international. But I don't think they are making a maintenance. It's a bit of you know, one on 2 months on dead. President Mahama or the Piatu, what you mean, my meaning for? Chip there. Just yeah, what all NDC for one? What for could you come in with you on if you hope? In Dr. Kobina Jay's time, when Mrs. Georgina Wood, no, so Chief Justice, NDC, I will pay the way in it for. They tried everything. The two in for. Now, Dr. Kobina Jay as well. There are several.
Yeah, my network here, hammer.
Don't want to start something they complete unless it has that they will terminate the life of the woman, and that's one everybody's watching them closely. Besides in futility, he's just voice with this
okay, senior Marcus Nyakopon shop, no one share. The aspiring homemaker, John Draman Mahama, over Chief Justice, or your bannitina, or per se, or no, and I said, Osro, because Mimi Huni say, your friends when me say, what the assembly court or where they will be before. It's no, oh, you know, if you are not there, will be on that one, and what my Juma, Amano, and I didn't bear the Abeshaw. And as soon as you're banning Tina, who in a few, mammy. You know, what's my question as here? Okay, I didn't say, mammy.
Oh, since I will pursue you.
Yeah,
I have to be honest, I don't really know the implication.
Hello? My network need breaky. What's in a guy? Oh. Hello, mommy. If I don't think
yeah. May not may have the implications. I mean, when you say, and I'm saying, wait,
TikTok on it is now. YouTube for some YouTube the network is good. Oh, I think say a freezing one. Your friend say TikTok me freeze.
I just want to know because I don't know much about
it. In fact, for the Chief Justice, the Uncle Phoebe Wakana, you can easily remove them. And Chief Justice is one of them. Osande, Sayama, President Tibia, if you when you meet up, it will compromise their work. When you final when you answer the Chief Justice will be, there are a lot of procedures are every 4 months and they but one of the procedures, I mean, another conduct, misconduct, or what kind of misconduct. The why and Yamibia, Channel Kunaka and Odifia Bacanage Manorian. And the other one is there was a children, no more cry over there, none some no canoe sidu. But Ashamamia, on any of this. Now, when it comes to allegations, there will be on penasem and there will be upawasem. I mean, even within MPP group, will be on penasem. In the allegations of I don't like this woman on engagement. That is why a Chief Justice, you don't just go by word of mouth. You must go with evidence. Evidence, the man you man work why. And the evidence, you must first prove what's it prima facie that it is substantial or evidential and it is credible that it can be investigated. But NDC as NDC, I want to resign. It's not going to work. And the other one is that when Mr. Mahama, in fact, me yellow, the own two Mfambra Panado, Onfe yi ma meaningful because embrano omano kind of be meaningful. In Tebia Bobaya today, and this is NDC. Mrs. Georgina Wood, Abra NDC for try now. Want to mean uniform. Only now the Muntia train or bed, work at they will rape her. What started the war threatening the life. Inti ebia the mo kwano na wopere what about for the day. They will threaten to the woman to the point that obomuna no kwa babe they send him na nankasa wa tender resignation. But what to me use him brakoni uniform and that thing will not also work because Ghana no nyam sama amadiu. Ghana we have men from within and without who are all interested in the affairs of the nation. And the only problem I mean with that Master Muhammad Nankasan ebia nankasan pass with me.
Yeah.
Naturally, Nankasa on pass with you, and Ghana not the one else with you will not pay. So he wants to plunge the nation into chaos. You know when it's me because and the money no routine chaos leading to that. People will not sit down for you to come and treat Ghana as if it's your own bona fide property. On your joint. You know, let's wait and see what he will do, and then the result will follow. To me,
The voice, let me bring you to America, right?
Yeah.
Trump presidency, or appointing Supreme Court, or more highest judges in the Supreme Court, and appointing the brain, or more votes, not as our Republicans, but then our Republicans. Start through and more repeal, abortion law, Roe versus Wade, or more repealing. And so, maybe who
don't worry.
Maybe when they say, what they say, or more a heavy control over Ghana to the point where it will render and like useless. So because right now they have the parliament, they have the presidency, the other arm of the government, and then the judiciary because they have legislature, they have the executive. And so we're not judiciary in Kahua. That's a chronomafa. Not yet some of the year piano they can do it without anybody questioning anything. And so imagine it.
I asked him, what drinks and stars, Miss Medas, and I mean, shout. High pot. Bramubina, away, cuckoo crash and rana, the show.
Yeah, people said, they are like I said, you are my discipline. Yes, here, I'm here. 24-hour economic budget crying. What do you mean? About a man can doctor 1 city. Fuel. Dr. Babia police on the back, go for oil and what kind of farmers were practicing at the bathroom. About our travel. Won't me a father papa behind them, and a fuel prices skyrocketing. One finance minister, and massage interest rates, right? Treasury interest rates that were down, and then inflation and the cost of living. Now, people are refusing to invest their money in treasury bills. Now you are crying, you don't need money to run. Instead of thinking about all these things, you are thinking about removing the chief justice. If you remove the chief justice, what else can you? You cannot do anything. You can't take Ghana. What is the rule Ghana? 19 years. Which are Hoko. We'll wait a Hoko. So what I say? We'll wait a Hoko then Hoko. 4 years if I have been a year to my and now he thinks that you want to change the constitution. And then Mr. Marcus Ukano, he just want to bring chaos. Because when you're in Namono, you're some jury and some junior. No, how do you mean? I project can be. They just want to please their supporters. Our supporters now can do machine on our person will please you or just to be we know I am correct. Yeah, I can't afford Yano. I can't afford Yano. To me, Chief Justice is behind it. It's just a joke. A joke. And not forgetting, all the international communities are watching. All the international communities are watching keenly. Do you know? Yes, I'm Chief Justice. I'm acquiring so far. So, they just want to do something to please their. Now, everybody is watching. It's not in that days, like 70s and 80s. No. We are past that era. We are in a new era. Everybody is watching. The social media is working. The internet is working. In those days in Ghana, only one radio station, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, and then TikTok as GTV.
Yeah.
TikTok as in GTV, social media as in GTV.
Yeah.
Every move it comes out. If you are the whole world will be a kind of year. If I were in your mouth, I'll concentrate on solving the Ghanaian problem and leave the other arm of government to work. Because in any case, even in Parliament, the 180 something that you have, they cannot do anything. They are just sitting down there. Yeah. They are not contributing anything to Parliament. And these members of Parliament, only few of them are contributing to what is going on in the Parliament. The rest are just sitting down there. They can't even speak. Right? They can't speak. So if they can't speak, what contributions are they making in the various committees in Parliament? On contribution, also need panel with no kasa. It tells you that any panel committee level, a local committee level, acquire contribution to develop Ghana. They don't know anything. And Ghana for or Yani and Ibrene, Yami before Shama and Yan now, and Uncle Father to our Mama, MPC, Bilma, Martina. I mean, you don't think about that, you think about go and remove the Chief Justice. Now, crying about what you cry, you go to Chief Justice. On our person, your mama now for 4 years and 10 years. It's just 4 years. You have 2 years to reorganize your internal election. NBC, they are going to elect new person to lead them. So he has only 2 years to work. Because some of these ministers will be going to contest and so many things. You have just 2 years. And you are going to remove Chief Justice.
Okay.
It's just a joke. He's just making fun of so many things. Well, he has taken Ghanaians for granted. That's it. That's it.
But that's it. I'm not sure what I'm saying. Coco Cratchet. Coco Cratchet, me pacho.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm your papa. Good evening.
Evening, sir.
Yo, it's your baby. Down so I say. That there be with me. Young ma. If I should see Ghana and send you a kayan so you doing. Yeah, my mama NDC and their group. Chief Justice the Obua. Chief Justice. Electoral Commission Chairperson. Sraj. Auditor General, Director of Auditor General, Untimi, Sahono, Cross be a war home run. What you have for Bossa, Untimi, Bavada, and IGP.
Coco Cratchet said,
Brother
Marcus Casao.
Yeah, let's watch our mama born and maybe procedures. Now, if your president will be 4 years, I'll be in Madia. Also, Article 146 of the Constitution outline the process below. Where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice, the President shall, in consultation with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed chairman by the President, and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers. Then the committee appointed under clause 6 of the article shall inquire into the petition and recommend to the President whether the Chief Justice ought to be removed from office. Then 8, all proceedings under this article shall be held in camera, and the Chief Justice or the Chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard his defense by himself or by his lawyer and other experts of his choice. Now, while our President Bravo, the management is babies will do. The whole Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. At the next cut, no to far, what you should ask him. But you now, what Mama, what you remember, Chief Justice?
David.
The Chief Justice square to cry on 1 to me. I want to be facing no cry on 1 to me. I want to face. Oh, in the end, they are growing no moody. So, in the idea, Dean, I heard the Yamebe. Now, I'm not making a beach. Now, I said, Mabusham, and your maneuver binti, I said, who will be a Minyadaji. I'm a call, and I may catch on the call. Ban near Krum. Udru man can swear, no Chamukunsu. And we are not do me a do I better the NDC boys here. Me catch it all. Some so more by now, but you can be honest. Na ensure that the galam say pa and this for boys kusunam sa
Oh God.
and easy. Me say masa, we need to be a grow. I want to ask me call me could dim in your na ochida. Nti me kwese bia me could picture video bi na dia dia. Boys nem pre. E be create another story. Na manye. Enya grow me she that many kan ko say me pese me be adwuma ni bi. Na be hwe pa. Omo pom boys na. Just as omo yan people for the omo pom omo nyina. And this for free Kumasi akoku. Masa, enya easy. Ewo forest ni nyina mo awuram. E bunu ya na do am ya dua. E bia di 4 years, 5 years, 6 years no. Ni nyina. Adai. Se na omo wi aboa na ye to abane ma omo mintimi mu. O just se mintimi ho aduane kura no omo dia. And I said no munya aduane ni omo ye fasting throughout 8 years na mintimi mu. Ah, omo from scanning aduane sa. Eh? Mama pana.
Mini network no. On network no, I think say hello, senior, Otemenka. Senior, message so be pushing Jay Kakra.
I don't know what's a basa. Nana, dear, amani and the puppy no more crasion. Arrow. And Mahama. And the Ghana for your mobile. Maybe a minimum man quite dear by Mammy who said 4 agencies ever use to cut 3.79 billion. 2.79 billion. Yeah, we see me. About 8 agencies use 327. Hey, Nanti Yanim Dwakra the 2 years. 4.
Pacho Kasama why? Okay, Coco Crache. Message I think our network no. So we push you ube jina baby ye kakra maya. And answer be ma ye nuaba dash abemumbia. Hello, Coco. Oh, what's it called? And the network ring papa. Dasha, when you call na. Okay, Dasha, Mr. Kasamame.
Voice, Mpacho. Yeah, kind about Chief Justice, no.
Yeah, me pacha.
What is first of all what is happening? No, yeah, it's you know it could be stemming from a lot of things, but I think say this NDC government has realized or knows for a fact, or it is a fact. Let's put it that way. Say they have the executive, the legislative part of the government, and the last branch of government. They do not have a control on. They are going for it, and that is the judiciary system. Okay, now, the Chief Justice appointment, no, it's not like every government comes and changes who the Chief Justice should be. No, it is not the IGP. It is not the CEO of a certain government institution. It is not a kind of say military position. Be said the YNCC. There are rules governing. There are articles in the Constitution that governs the removal of the Chief Justice of Ghana. Now, Felix Sofosukwache, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ghana for any hope almost say they claim my men kind of bro for no man because me do be at him. Say it was a language, it could come off as you're insulting somebody, but claim say we receive it, and the office of the presidency has received 3 separate petitions said they want the removal of the Chief Justice. You and I were not there, right? But that's what they are claiming. And my thing is, this government wants to also have power over the judiciary system. So, me who say the NPP appointed Justice Tukono, right?
Yeah.
That's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably think. See, the NDC have an agenda. The agenda is let us run down the MPP. Let us run them useless. Let us render them, irrelevant and unpopular. Okay, it's not thereby, for their own agenda. Who said there's been rumors going on? Say it's looking like they want to change they want to not change. They want to amend. You can't change the constitution. You can only amend the constitution. They want to amend certain parts of the constitution. Okay, and I strongly am starting to believe. So one of them is for him to be able to go a second one. Also, way in the second term, I will be the president.
Yeah.
It's so what's in almost and I saw amend the constitution not to favor them. Then John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, can be able to run a third time because as it stands now, our current constitution says that a person can only run twice, can only become president. You can only go 2 terms. Okay. That is true for every democratic nation, for every democratic country. You can only go 2 terms. But now John Dramani Mahama is saying that, see, listen, it's going to be easy for them to pass it, that thing through parliament because they have majority. They have more than majority, right? They have the executive branch. The only thing they have to do now is to create a referendum for that to happen. And then how do you create who is going to decide over that referendum? It is the judiciary system. Who is governing the judiciary system? It is the Chief Justice of the land. And then who appointed the Chief Justice? It is the NPP government, Nado Danko Ekufuado. You see, Chief Justice no say the appointment in the until say we just said the king people you kind of say petition. And it goes through the process. Let me get you every honor, right? But it has never happened in another issue of Ghana before, where a chief justice, a president sits at least under the 4th Republic, right? Where a chief justice has been chosen, and then a government said the first chief justice. Under the 4th Republic, right? So coming So right now, as it stands now. That the only thing that is blocking the agenda of having control over the entire government, branches of governance, and the judiciary system, all right? And so if they succeed in doing so, now guess what? There's no longer going to be checks and balances because guess what? They are going to try us, even though these 3 exist for separation of powers and checks and balances to work, Right now, what is going to happen is John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, is going to have a say because your chief justice do see so. We are seeing that. It's what they make us say, you are in my pocket, right? You sympathize with me. They will never choose somebody who is, a sympathizer to Ghana and I said to the NPP. They're going to choose somebody, assuming it goes through. John Dramani Mahama is going to appoint someone who
who resonates with the ideas of the NDC, the current government. Let us get it right. It is not going to be for Ghana. And so when that happens, when they succeed in doing so now they are aware of amending the constitution to ensure that John Dramani Mahama goes again as a president, would have come to light. That is the truth, because I do not understand why. And guess and see something. The next target they are going to try to get rid of is going to be the EC. Right? Mommy Jane. They're going to target her too. So what I'm saying is, you see, at this point, whatever is happening in Ghana, it goes beyond a certain political party. Okay, this is a woman who has been appointed as a chief justice. Are we saying that a man holding such great positions in the country are? That's my first question. They also need to explain to Ghanaians exactly why this chief justice, we've never heard of anything. She's one person. Appointee, kind of saying, nobody has even heard of, say, it's yes, Ghana for your petition. What accusations? Thing Tina Naswa, a yet in conformia and somebody sa petition, Naban Omudi Jnaso say, yeah, remove the chief justice of the land. We want to know. We want to know the credibility of the source that they are claiming. Say, and any chief justice in free honum. It's never happened in the Fourth Republic. Ghana for NDC for this is no longer this is my party in power. Where this is tilting towards, the Ghanaians should be mindful, should be concerned, should start asking the right questions, because right now, as soon as they are able to do so, the process of removing the chief justice, it is not that tough. It is not that easy. It is quite cumbersome. There's a little delay here and there. It's not costing the entire 4 years. But this is the NDC we are talking about. Okay, these are people that are hungry for power. They've been hungry for 8 good years. And I don't think they would care about what processes there are that protect the chief justice. No, they are going to find loopholes, and this is the vocabulary. Gaps. Acquire a data a friendless constitution. No one. Used to fasten the process up. Okay, in Ghana for this is where we need to be concerned. The three branches of government, they are there to create checks and balances. They are there to cause separation of powers. But now we have a party who is in power, or two under the packets. Now the last one that is going to he should not even, venture in. He is also venturing in it. And that means that they are going to have the entire Ghana, because see, if say a nation, right? If a nation is going to fail, if the nation is going to go into the slums, you might as well you might as well tear up their constitution. What to tell them a constitution, then you have the nation at your pocket. You have the nation under your pocket. This time around, and yet at him did this time around, and yet na ban was wasem. And what's say you need voters, grassroots, and what's say you need etimi. And what's say you need etimi. It is no longer 38.2%. It is no longer a cathedral. It is no longer Hope City. It is no longer you kind of say opposition forever. It is no longer insults. It is about Ghana. Because the moment these people have all the 3 arms of branches in their pockets, they can even sell Ghana without you knowing. They can do whatever, because we have given one person the authority over everything in Ghana. and there are no checks and balances. That is scary. For Yayako school, Layatna school, they we should understand this. It's Mr. We NDC. I'm not faulting you for being NDC. We NDC. I'm not saying you say leave your NDC and come and be an NPP. I don't want you to do that. What I'm saying is, let us talk. Let us ask questions. Let us hold them accountable. Let them know that they are there to serve. They are there to make us, the nation, better. They are there to ensure that the three arms of government that exists, it is intact. And that's because when you are setting a precedent for someone else who comes. John Dramani Mahama cannot be the president forever in Ghana. Power also cannot stay with one party for a long time. And now when it comes to power, transitioning of power, it does not apply to him. Power is transient. We say as Omampenia, what precedent are you setting? What example are you setting to us, the young ones, or people who look up to you, or people who say that we want to be presidents, we want to come and be presidents? It's Ghana for. We have to stand up. We have to get up and ask the right questions. The land, the loss of the lands in Bambi Diagro. This is a dangerous road that this NDC government is treading upon. And let me tell you what's going to happen. So the NDC members out there who maybe feel, say, if they are the NPP, imagine, say, if this government succeeds in doing so or does not succeed in doing so, there's going to be a certain picture that will be painted against your party. Go ask the CPP why they are no longer, part of the top three. It is because they made certain mistakes. They couldn't go back to clean it up. I love that there's always going to be a two-party system in Ghana, okay, just like any democratic country. And I want to see the NDC always competing with the NPP. You need another party to keep the other party who is in power in checks. Keep them on their knees, on their toes. Let them do better. That is the only way Ghana can move forward. And so if you're an NDC person, I'm just charging you, say, put Sisiano, you guys are in power. I applaud the work that the NDC did to come into power. I'm not taking that away from you. But what I'm saying to you is, so Ochnebi was sorry. Let's say Ghana, the party that you love, the NDC that you love, the ideology inside the country Abama Womono, Omaya Ghana, Pasa, na say one person and or say a dictatorship rule is no longer a democratic ruler. And this party that you love, Asana Ghana ever start funding to my ifrano, not the tarnishing of an image our party ninja. It will be so hard for that party to come back and compete as a two party political system parties or more pay power. It will start 3 months grace period. Let us ask the right questions. Let us keep them on their toes. Let them do right by us, the Ghanaian people. Medase.
Okay, Miss Medase. Madam Mary Tahiru. Madam Mary, oh. Okay, any J. Myself say Kasabina, Mr. Kojumre movie.
Where the message addition was me say many of Akasapa na me say Ghana a problem ya wapa NDC sa party na your friend NDC say Ghana ye yipa nka Ghana bon sampa na NDC sa party Ghana problem Adentina me da say Adentina me kasa from before 1992 and I said what they are from 1992 this one say NDC there no omo eye omunjina so amode ba be there pan NDC for engineer so am the back then omo government mu without vision no vision and omo the other government who say MPP hyehyɛ nyoma a ɛbɔbɔ ɔman daakye any akonye bi a NDC ba mbanye ombɛkɔ opposition bia no ɔmo fa adwun papa mfa nti opposition ade ɛyɛ kra no NDC bɛka sɛ ɛyɛ but ɔmo no ɔmo nim sɛ ɛyɛ paa ɔmo ani da ho paa sɛ ade wei ɛyɛ ma ɔman no anaasɛ ɛyɛ ma ɔman daakye but NDC ɔwɔ nkɔfokuo bi wɔ hɔ mo a saa nkɔfo no am sɛ ɔmo ankasa no ɔmo ntumi ɛnsese ma ɔmo ho no ɔmo eti ɔmo saa nkɔfo ko nso ɔmo dɔɔso ɔgana because ɔmo sɛ since 1992 a NDC ɛyɛ NDC no ɛde ade papa na wotumu sɛ NDC for the aba wotumu sɛ ade wei ɛboɔ ɔman no ɛbɛboɔ ɔman no daakye nti ama bi mbrɛ na ɔmbɛtoa so a ɛbɛyɛ ama Ghana for me sɛ ɔmo imagine say voice imagine say Kufua membu na sɛ nyɛ NDC for ɔmo any propaganda ɔmo de ba abɛn mu a na nka Kufua na membu a to sambre we ya voice hwɛ ni anka Ghana bɛyɛ sɛ Kufua from 2000 Kufua ɛbɛfa Ghana abɛnwa no ana sɛ MPP ana sɛ sɛ Kufua hyehyɛ ɔman no tua so a besi sambre we ya nka hwɛ sɛ ni anka Ghana bɛyɛ Kufua bɛyɛ ne de ɔkɔ NDC bɛfa abɛnwa no ɔmbɛfa abɛnwa no yɛnyina ni mu asɛm hwɛ sɛ na ɔmo bu ɔman no toro kaa ɔmo bu ɔman no toro kaa ɛna Ekufuado san bae Ekufuado bɛfa no ɛyɛ na Ghana fo mu yɛ free sɛ Ekufuado yɛ sɛ ɔbɛfa ɔman no ahogro so Ekufuado bɛfa Ghana abɛnwa no na Mahama ne NDC for no ɔmo asa de Ghana akɔ IMF yɛbi sɛ ɔmo sɛ how many times Ghana yakɔ IMF how many times NDC for de akɔ ɔmo de Ghana akɔ IMF yɛbi sɛ ɔmo sɛ how many times na NDC for ɔmo de Ghana akɔ IMF nti wa voice hwɛ sɛ Kufua membu na sɛ Ghana for ɛnyɛ NDC for propaganda na Kufua membu tua so abedu samdwe wɔ yi a enka ni Ghana ni asisia no MPP by na nado by obafa Ghana efi IMF kaka ana oye den voice signal swami
okay any Mr. Kojo Mr. Sabra Mubi kakra mame
na
Okay.
Mr. Kojo I think say what about my JU fan and in Nebem why
enti me hu sɛ Ghana ye problem kase a yenya pa ɛyɛ Ghana dadwen pa sɛ NDC engu sa party na yɛfɛ na NDC no sa party na engu a Ghana yenye yida sa party na engu a me see Ghana enye yida hwɛ Ekufuado bɛfa abɛnwe ade bi ni wɔ ne Ekufuado ba Ekufuado ɔdwe hwɛka more than bɛyɛ sɛ ebi abɛyɛ 40 years and 50 years Ekufuado na ɔdwe hwɛka yɛmbi sɛ ɛho sɛ ade ne Ekufuado ni wɔ na ade ni wɔ Ekufuado de ba yɛmbi sɛ NDC for sɛ ɔmo aba ne sisi ano ayɛ sɛ ade Ekufuado ɔ invest wɔ nyina NDC for ɔmo ɔmo nya sisi ano amembu na NDC no ɔmo abafa no ebi ɔmo de Ghana ɛkɔ who baby NDC sino asisi and omo government no yembi so omo asisi o ma no eyin fa na omo di o ma na eko then omo ani suade hu a odisi omo pese omo ti omo di pushi is this factories is this education is this science then na ye NDC for omo ngina so asisi omo di bu o ma no omo be yen some from Africa na for no bomu say ade no agego no na MPP aba omo ba na san kofo kuna san so abatiro position ni adwembone hwe Ekufuado na adwene mu no o the district assembly no say DC for ni na no yento aba enyi omo se ne be ya mpuntudwuma na nkasa wo DC ne ya to aba yi no wo ankasa no wontwa MP anasa wontwa common fund say mbra one person no achievement and a point to Ekufuado ye no say oye bia of political party no na ko first house on one kasa adian ko parliament parliamentarians no omo ya na ofusampofo oni ato ahwe omo huru gina mu ato ahwe enu ofusampofo omo huru gina mu say omo tie mu omo mpre na ade na nye political. That's the best idea bobo man o but NDC force that be yembe say won say dey na MPP dey aba NDC for tum omo opposition mo tum aka say ade we dey bobo man tie na ye nkwaso na ye yembe say ba akopɛ me we say Ghana problem a ye wo pa ye NDC Ghana ye problem ye biggest problem ye wo ye NDC your biggest problem me say NDC a political evil NDC omo ye political evil hwe omo abatena so mo fa mark baby anso nka omo fa anhye dan fa your friends policy ba kokura mba na wo ye kanani a wo hu sa de we ye NDC for the abada omo fa one policy kura fa mba enso baby akufu ado ne ba wo mi adina ka bi omo direct ga na ekọ no na right way anka omo de ko because of say coronavirus any we asa to yenchema benti anwo che kakra bagana na omo take advantage no mo gina so dia campaign se mo se ahokire na do dia ba mo me se mo se NDC aba no ahokire na akwa na but obi a wo ho chi o but wo eni da so wo arechi mo ma no wo so ma no tumpo koda chi ma no ekwo tibia foforo a bobo nkwala bobo nchirimba na mo dia aba mo di amembu ama NDC sisi ono mo toto papa so no NDC or no NDC say NDC ngua NDC political party say ngua Ghana mfa ntuma pam freda where say obi so ntua so bi
okay me da Mr. Kojo meso say can be kakra ma me 5 minutes na oga will listen for 5 minutes give 5 minutes na me nyama ho me kakra na
yeah was good evening me watch me chia no mo me na wo platform we so
yeah Joseph
na voice almost then I lot my port no
almost container and 1,300 and something meters
container 1,300 containers 1,300 containers is missing at my port
1,300
Watch to me, you see 1,300.
All figures na woka na say onya figures ni free.
Me say 1,300.
Yeah, 200
1,300 means 1,300.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, tia no. Me tun say we accountant dia. Na where dia me can it. Who say sa containers na aba no. Where dia te na me gem ama no. Some containers in any lights and meet and Kufado de buy no. The Kufado de buy no who say cables be home. I yet that. Some cables is Emma power your friends the powers no. I say what I see for say or more power no but or more yesicano. Powers be brave. I yet that. The Kufa and I say or Bassa. No one can meet na Kufado extra buy no. Europe standard. Europe standard na ekufa ba akra ba say obese some meters no na library process no abefom amagana fo na obese some meters no na library price na abefom wakra cables obese old cables 1957 na dey cables a ehye Ghana fom ni efrin na no obese na fofi am contractor up na NDC aba NDC ba who energy minister ya hand over amount waka so akotama port waka kan bibia na ende yakada sorry ya enye container say yakase be sunlight from Tama to Kaswa from Tama Eko Kaswa say sunlight Tama to me say NDC for na ma mo the container na alpha baby grant it yourself
Jay container on fine. Now container 1,300 to me 2 feet on my porter. How possible? Ship be able to do some container 80 feet port one. And I can't spend about 20 feet on. Massa, on some review, but I ain't okay. Janapo want me to Japan to my car that and some way eventually. So if you say be on na jumu na nyanya o ka to chen ya jumu do
na
how possible
bra where there yes me twitwa wa nemo na uye free say NDC ejemafo wasafo mafo ni nua na o wo NDC Ejema from Bra no ye agric minister. Ejema from Lodu Koko. Lodu Koko say the Koga or the Kwabucha Koton Koko. Ejema for catcher say Koko Namim, but Ejema for buy. Emma and we pay in our buy. While catcher says sheep Namim. We have from the Ghana from we free. Ejema for NDC champion this time, and no run this time. Ghana for we friend now. NDC for catcher says sheep Namim. Voice, asama make what your papa bisobia. Asama make bisobia.
Yeah. Kunya ko jomi so to asama.
Oh, John onja de o ka hwe no. Na so fi se bia on na dwumu no a nya ye ti ni de ya dwumu do. Ha kan se container betumi atu. Ana ship be na eba to my port ebe do ebe offload those containers. Masa on person for me kan kire on san mre bi no ka kire de nya de be tie no kura on san mre bi na Mr. So come no voice okay is last time we be share or say now we are discussing what NDC they have planned, and one Mr. Komemi ba say we should stop discussing that issue. Adia people ya na say woku ade na wo ka no mo si jai ye nim de ye na me ka say na mo ti kuma sabrepo ye team ye bobo omo hye ye coach say o ye njai onu de ye omo hye 4 o say o onu de ye ye hu no machine 6 coach so onu de ye but o machine 6 now one kwanya ntemu bi I me say cinema cause we fear ko. If Marcus was here, I was happy because in this phone they have strategy say Mama will sit Ghana. That is what they have started doing. That is what they have sat down and planned. So that is a quite normal start more planning. That's what they are doing. But what can see here? What can say? If I say a constitution want to me chief justice and yes sir. What the most common sound we had there, the son and so abesiako. Na chief justice no, any sapano. And before no, it's a what here someone. Mom, you say, dear, we have intelligence into so the Omoka behind your what to almost so when into form. No more on being the information on Muniano. So, yes, if you are without someone, they should write off some way there into me. Can I be to me? But NDC, that's what they have planned.
Brako Jomi Chowano, Mahama, military leadership plan, what you are winning as I didn't want it to move. Military leadership, Mahama, you are winning. I didn't
how the NDC they wrote on one book 2020 to 2021. They wrote some book on Mura on Choel. That's what they are doing. Say that's what Mama Ba they will try to. Amen constitution Mama Asako another 4 years account be. That is the book of Mansa Troy. And so don't we now book on what and that is what they are trying to if I say bring it out. Oh, but then from what I was we inquiry we learn to say Lord because but the Upa you go to loss in at the end of the day no you don't want to be so Ghana. It's a misremember before so what here someone want to one trust say Lord to say Lord be sir but at the end of the day no na omo de e ko amrenum no omo de e ko amrenum you need the pa na ko no omo de e ko because omo ajadon buy na that most demand say they want to change everything so mama will go but me see any fast say so on partner e wo kaka ina no only mama pen or adwena wo de bumana omo party na omo biggest party no only mama pen or idea so what me Ghana and so that they are meant to anything for us here na they me say ebia Ghana na e dey one ifi say etuka akon ifi bo one ifi Ghana ni be no mo na bontina what is Ghana shantme ebo a onjina Obe fili say you are Ghanaian. So no matter what, then you what say control bia Ghana wa na nya efi. Ope ufi ho. Say extra e give to Ghana say ya. Obi no na water bucho na ni beje. Because what happened to FS Cote d'Ivoire? That's what the end is for on person here. The same route na no so no. In the people for if they have something to do Now almost solid. No one jai say law and sissy, law and sissy, law and sissy, and Ghana. Oh, baby, yeah, they should wake up.
The best thing was MPP from paying for ya. Anyways, be on Bayama. Mama government be on proper no somewhere. Anyways, be on Bay. Ada down or top. Na mama government and you're ungovernable. Because say yes, they be a me catch first back here. Me catch say, as I say, you did Maham in the name. As I say, you did in him. As a Mahama or no, what you want it to answer it all. Because Mama no, if
They make come the man be seen. She's on my car can say, you so softening, softening. They will use a softening and what is a softening because I'm gonna come mama contrast. Softening my kind. Almost so much they will use a softening account. Almost some area they will form another bar association. Only better fires those laws in no more cases of those laws in. That's what they are doing. That's what they are doing.
Okay.
And before you people have this book. The book was a kind more than why they more than why I saw of one Edigana at the was saying my son Mosolana. Top my no be some baby. That's it.
Mr. Kabra, Mr. Mama.
And better mechanics, they have been a mechanic. Ghana, a man back up. But the main way I drink, say, Saturday night, this is for person who used to know. But me come eventually. Galamsey, there's nobody or can say no quack stop Galamsey. Because of reason is a Galamsey no says Ghana for and I say no. I'm born by you. Young bomb pie say a baker can of what's a good man's. And conquer ye. Me bomb pie say a yasun be Emma or my Ghana ni a friend saying Ashanti mine. Or two for be on Saturday now, no yes I don't know. If he say Omwa say no. On bon galante on buy. Say no want to galante no. Ye Ghana for politicians maybe INDC for Omakwakofa your friends are Cote d'Ivoire if the Americans and your friend is saying me who the Amincano, me who say Amincano. Say part of because Mobi Aquaco me galante and I say bia Umkobo as I say who buy and I say the forest no buy. What on some as well make a market on the wall. Galante no. Say no, a Becca Crano, and you're Ghana for the Ghana forest no. Mahama, and I say what set is a first agenda no. I say no, your mom 1.5 years, and after 2 years, they may not be making in ano. Marking to the wall. Ghana mine entrance is at that. The Mahama planning and as what planning in ano. They say, no, me can say, Mahama. 1 year, idea how you know, a becanima, a becanibusia. 1 year, you can be on the or friends, you who send him a number, Bukurana. When you're very careful, so to my because of sources are many, and I say, be the entire makers. So to my say, and you be an also any part at the better mountain name. But sources are, I dear Mahama, person your mind. Ghana for a Christopher, Ghana a friend saying, a friend saying, Yamiso a Christopher mine. Any Muslim mine, and nothing for the money. I should be mine.
Ghana for a Christopher mine.
Oh, they are sending me back near
container, something containers.
Member was almost on bed classy. Not sad day we are Kosura. May Kabi Biazo, I'm more support to us of friends and Muhammad, I am we are so for. What's on some market on the wall? Nyame betio mukano. Nyame betio mukano. Eno masifo no mbano.
Nyame aketi.
Bido nyame.
Omati abro, nyame aketi omati abre. Ti we bia ya. Nyame aketi.
Anya say you hwe nyame ka so otua wo ka. Nyame ka so otua wo. Hwe na anu edi nkyene ene mako no. E poison o. ade a menkan ho wosɔfoɔ bi a wosɔpoto saa de wei a wonim sɛ members egu wasɔre da ehiafoɔ egu wasɔre da mu a wɔn bɔ mpa so wɔn bɛnya nkwagyeɛ ne yɛfrɛ ne sɛn ahonya sɛ na ebi a wɔn bɛtɔ wɔn no wɔn aba bɛtena wasɔre wɔn tu kɔrɛhyɛ nketenkete ma wɔ na wogye saa sika wogye saa sika na wodi wɔ wɔn anim nyame ɛbɛtua wɔ ka no ho bese nyame ɔyɛ biribi a yɛnte n'ase o nyame yɛ biribi a yɛnte n'ase nti deɛ me nua bɛrima ka no ɛnyɛ biribi a na wɔ sɛ nipa yɛ den ɛka no bebree nukura asɛm paa na ɔka no but hwɛ ɔmo nsɔsidi da they would never succeed if you like mark it on the wall never. Bye bye.
Okay, me da se Nyankopon sha. Oga wuli wo ho. Ene je oga wuli ya kamibi kakra mama na onua bema. Ma brena say ahoden ni ho. The time say less than say 1 hour 40 minutes so me hu na me na yamba sabasa. Oga kasa mama.
Nanti o pese o di si wo.
Na pese me di si na kakra. Oga wuli wo ho.
Okay.
Okay, oga wuli ni ya achieve. With a mess.
On mun asa na me network no me di. Dem se network.
To be come bi kakra.
What me kasa dey? What?
Yeah, ubeti makasa kam bi kakra na. Yeah, me ne ma ho me kakra.
Okay. Obusu afọ mechi obi bia me ne se nyame adu obi ahụ ye. Container na some dey. Nyenjai kan de, nyenjai kachina until say o me provide containers no. Then you may pokra de news as abetum pokra na say containers no pokra no. E mu nyoma na e wo containers no pokra no. Ya to ama ECG4.
That's I funny
nyoma na
ECG4.
E wo containers ni mo no. Ya to ama ECG4. Inti isi ane de
Into one no muton my ECG4.
That's a question of the day. Nipana or grati Nipana no interview no. Almost a penny down the thing. Penny Beninsia. Or no on YouTube before video no on by voice a brain and can bo video YouTube before and then the interview or can and you almost a you for say or we see BNI for and search for container no and search for nipa crow no more responsible for service you know everything for catch them say container ne dey NDC for your mama and John Jinapo or say gosie no more what's the gosie nyame admo ochena who be here say be I see yende sha de yamani bi mbra na omaton omo dia aba beton and that is what I started koso intimende na me catch obi bia no uti friends and kudu and I say Miss Watson Watson okay contain an idea and here are you more people contain the possibility into voice media ye catch up omo pa de nmbra ade omo femra omo eni bibia omo fensie bibia
se John Dramani mama o pepa se opesa container ye hu a one omomgu airport wonya che you modi national security for che gina di energy minister che gina di he start investigation
na voice hono na nkasa no maybe sa wo one net hono mo one Ghana port
one Ghana port
one Ghana port no
ana make am
anya akwa we I Freddy anya we akwa no oye lecture we legonya oka fifi mbai we ono oye den o ono gapo wa o
Shippers authority. One year
Gampu to say. On a down. On a down. Na nipa we see at a port that's the baby I have port. Most of those go for them. I'm just going to hide. Most of those go for them. And as I say, no voice or no only me voice won't have me. I didn't know. We don't say and run a car contain and one some and okay, na me say nya video for and run you men or tag interview or look at the press conference for meeting one or I guess I'm not as I am. On quite a press conference no or just say contain an input no. Sa contain an input voice and yet 2,000 and yet 3,000 and yet 2,500. They will contain only 2,481.
Akwana je chino na me say day now ye didn't see akonya so na wanka say ye fu e wo be so ye 5 hours fe e be wi ase na fu e na fe ntwe 1 month akwanche ye chino
we are saying osaba be ka say osaba be ka say omo boa na media na interested na no ka say in wanka
na west
ye mini sorry na no nso watch ntina me too but kasa na be so kasa o me too hu na kasa ma me mini o me too hu na kasa ma me na m kasa no incident na me too but na me nim so o be kasa
so in the voice we mu die oduro mo ho a wonti ahye silos oduro mo ho a wonti ahye ase dia oman no ase omafo man no fufufu chum sadi we see media no enka wasem media na yeden omo nka wasem me pese be bo akwa no so bembeni sia so dia interview no so kokoyeye
oga wole
no so etre yeah
oga wole mpacho me twa no na sa media so na work say media for one count people shouldn't rely on media. They will not say nothing about that. You people shouldn't rely on them. You people shouldn't rely on the media.
Yeah. Traditional
you shouldn't rely on them.
Yeah, yes, media ni. Someone can hear media ni. Someone can hear media ni. And yeah, be kind of a hasi among I Ghana for worship. Yeah, be turn over my Ghana for tea. Wow, also won't tea no. Oh dear, cop. Yeah, a bit ni a betty. Yeah, be can because ye met now Emma Monfa Ghana Asokama Memeda Argentina. Ye met now Emma Mumbe Dadae Abra Munim Pote Passe Adena Moyen Ubwa Ubi Wia Ghana for Abra Munipote Semu be Wia Ghana for Yentiase it voice media contain an idea because where Utima would in can say interview say 2,500 no call parliament Rebecca say 3,000. And Endra Osani Asempa a year interview or say a friends 2,500 in a move 1,358 to 2,357 a year. The same Endra now Sako a press conference or say at the end 2,481 in a move 1,328 a year. Inti like no crapa na what give me away fan. Now what you say voice may say na read audio be crana. Or yes, I interview also I say or who say police for say containers be or net a more they call a flower and my flower quan so or more police for tea. Just what you want to say some night be some night be I say I saw more dear grow I say like baby calf be no more dear. I say baby calf be no more dear voice. So, intermediate me say omombra church ade mu ye nkyere ye tie ho ase yi because your more ye ne de because ye ntiase nim we wote ase a enyeje omombra bonten no church ase no mu ye nkyere ye e de apon pote pa no mo kan container na wan fa o de galamse ne de ato wa mo container no mo ba mechire container be bi afa container na fa
me container na me say we ni mu bi abogina po ene jomama omu ni mu bi omu ntumi be kan trese container omu ni mu hwe omu boa omu kasa omu boa container no omu nim omu asese kosie wonim say minister no o say containers di aka no the omu betra so omu de begu a secure place ben secure place ben o kan wa secure place ben
Oga will on near you or on the John Chapo or the John Chapo. But how will the MP?
Yeah, share video now or can say or maton a more document a friend saying put that no. Had it.
Were made based on the specification of ECG and not based on any private company, and also based on the Ghanaian market. Standard 90 manufacture any supplies nation container were made because ECG requested those supplies until almost year to meet the demand for ECG. If there are huge cables or distribution cables, ECG is the only known organization only and as a netco. These are the two companies only distribution lines. So okay, say import to adiaba. Na audit interest a BF free mo. BF free which is a chrono na yabo. And a chrono no the end beneficiary of this chrono ECG. Nti yabo chrono no toma ECG biom so santo because ankran crebian mentor and the products because of say you make in the name of ECG specification here ECG no product yent mi vanko Burkina Coton yent mi vanko Benin Coton yent mi vanko Nigerian Coton nti the ekase ayira ne de me susu yemu no based on the national security architecture, based on customs or divisions architecture, and based on the operations at port no enye ira na ira chrono na customs division our GRA national security operators ECG any ankran krebi chrono no masha da boss is particular omabo chrono no omabo chrono masanto ama ECG abeka
voice ote also masaiden also omabo chrono masanto ama ECG enti names no boy no wabo fancy custom you see and some me so una see na so ya we say jomama wasesa we change heads of securities ni na
yeah.
Change heads of securities ni na
Sebastian tell you
or didn't go for book woman na yeah custom or the will be for to immigration or the blue for to police or the blue for to military or the for to army or do be able to be it is here no sir friends a custom for now man yikin benisian yikin that custom for the one I don't man no no nkasa ni nipa no ode abeto Ghana Port Authority one I dano jampo yo nkasa ni nipa no ode na abeto ECG boss nkasa on sesa na for be from by masa omo fa machine ko ade no yesi container ba ko bia carry $500,000 container ba ko bia carry $500,000 masa ense hunu no mudi no ense hunu kura ade ne de maton masa sakoton na afi na mo be radra be ka kire se o na ade no na ye hu bebi afa na wi I minister was then I say I promise that I will dig into this and we will find those who are responsible any group any they will masa je chrono no chrono be no chrono no mabọ chrono no ya chemo wi o mini papa ko pe chrono a wabọ wotumi nka onne no wa ka say just 2 days what my figures me no 2 days what my figures be no on the 24th of January my different figure 2,500 on the 12th of Parliament 12th of March of Parliament e come 3,000 our Parliament what's a grant interview enra yeah what's say friends 2,500 enra na numre na usa ko press conference what's 2,481 it wo pa yan fade na enye djuma mo wia ade no mo wia makoton man na man o say uti man o say won't me use ade we o bebia o say
based on the national security architecture, based on customs or divisions architecture, and based on the operations at port, no, enye ira na ira chrono na customs division our more GRA, National Security Operators, ECG, any uncranked be chrono much that boss is particular.
Or say, I did we are no more with content a product in the contain anymore. Who to be found Togo, who to be found Burkina, who to find Bibia because my in the name of Ghana, international ECG, Ghana ECG, two to find who to find because of ECG in two to find Utu fenko bebia Ghana here na besu ubesu Ghana here na obeton Ghana here obeton so abeton ma ECG for nti o monka na maton ma Ghana maton ma ECG for asoma ma na ka so monka na maton ama ECG for international security for ni mu bi cost of phone ni mu bi friends Ghana ship authority friends port authority o mu ni mu bi jampo ne no for o mu ni mu bi ECG for na kasa ni mu bi
Gawele
service aye body ni na okay service aye body ni na eye wan kasa nkrofa wakofo mo no mo dia ba the voice wo de ye beto aso na me head na
oh yeah
but ye can say ade ne die ye can say ade ne die mafa e wo mo ho mo fembra e da say ye nyu abusafo ye kosia o ye kosia epia akosia rockson mo na ye nkoto aso e da say voice
okay madam asetie for yakopon hyiram mesel say mon subscribe to my YouTube channel na mama Voice of Insom TV mon subscribe me link na down my TikTok page no so sa so na me moderator one Dana Rivers mon subscribe on to YouTube channel nyere emma na bless Dora yakopon hyiram wo like pa yakopon hyiram me ba TikTok YouTube so a me da obi bia se mo be support yakopon show bi bia where na chen kam de mo kom animu kakra but muni abema ayese ahode ni sha na nsenti no mesere mo se mo ma me ni ma ho kakra nya me bua extra e beto aso me da obi bia se mesere sa ya no ma share program ama afofo no o ma subscribe to my YouTube channel na ide ama me nya me ya do ma exchange be share ma bye.